The Washington established politicians like to talk about how they can be just like Donald Trump. The truth? There's only one Donald Trump. Only one who gave us the largest tax cuts in history, who gave vets the health care they deserve, and stood up to China and protected your job. Only one who kept us out of endless wars while destroying our terrorist enemies. Only one who fundamentally changed the Supreme Court, was called the most pro-life president in history, and relentlessly protected our Second Amendment rights and our borders. Why would we ever settle for Trump imposters?
Make America great again.
When there's only one, starting day one, who can make America great again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
So yeah, as you guys just saw there, a copy will never be as good as the original. Now, I know Trump isn't perfect. We all know that, because people try to, shame Trump for the, mishaps he made, with the whole beer bug situation. When that whole situation went down, he was a new person in office. I think a lot of us in that situation, being faced with who knows what at that point in time, right? Everything was up in the air. He's being attacked left and right. A lot of us would have made similar decisions as Uncle Trump, right? Now, I think his second term will be a complete 180 from where he was before. I mean, it's bull in a china shop. Don't care what the media has to say. Don't care about any way that they try to paint me, right? It's bull in the china shop. Everything is being torn apart, being torn down, and rebuilt in a much better way. So I've got some videos that I want to show to you guys before I talk too much. So stick around. I've got a whole lot for you guys today. It's a jam-packed video. Let's dive into it.
Ron DeSantis was struggling big time in his primary race for governor of Florida. Polls revealed DeSantis was failing so bad, he was losing by a staggering 17 points. Then DeSantis was saved by the endorsement of President Trump. Trump's support was so powerful, just days after the endorsement, DeSantis took a commanding lead that propelled him to being elected governor.
I'd like to thank our president for standing by me when it wasn't necessarily the smart thing to do.
You're welcome, Ron. Unfortunately, instead of being grateful, DeSantis is now attacking the very man who saved his career. Isn't it time DeSantis remembers how he got to where he is?
Make America great again. Build the wall. Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
Truth is, there's only one person who can make America great again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
The Traitor is his new name. Listen, and there's more, but I'm sorry, guys. There's no way I'll ever support Ron DeSantis. Nail is in the coffin. I'm literally the only chance that he has of me supporting him is if by some miracle he happens to win in the primaries, because there's no way I'm voting for Joe.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis officially launching a run for president. So far, he poses the biggest threat to frontrunner Donald Trump, but he still trails the former president in the latest Fox News poll by more than 30 points.
Lee Carter is a
Trump now leads, according to this poll anyway, 62% to 16% over Ron DeSantis with former.
Let's just start the show.
All right. Well, there is some big news. Donald Trump leads President Joe Biden by 7 points in a new head-to-head matchup survey shared with The Hill from Harvard Capps Harris and other general election matchups with hypothetical Republican challengers. President Biden was deadlocked with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and barely edged out former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley.
Absolutely not. Not even a chance. Okay. If he happens to win the primaries, which I will never support him in the primaries, obviously, and a lot of you actually agreed the last time I said that, I was actually shocked, and I've actually looked at, some other YouTube channels that have touched on Ron DeSantis, and a lot of folks a lot of folks across the board are not supporting Ron DeSantis. I mean, I don't know how the polls say, you know, a 50 or 60% for Trump and like a 19 for DeSantis, because what I've been seeing, like reading on social media and everything and reading through the comment section, it's more like a 90-10. 90% of people want Trump. Only 10% of Republicans say, no, we want DeSantis. So like, I don't know where they're getting like the 60 or 50 to 19 or to 20 kind of poll numbers. I don't know, because what I've been reading and seeing, it's been completely different. But yeah, DeSantis' career is effectively over in my humble opinion. I couldn't care any less about Ron DeSantis at this point in time. This move absolutely disgusts me. But anyway, I digress. Let's dive into the rest of these videos.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Ron DeSantis Twitter space.
Hello? Is my microphone working correctly?
George, can you just wait while we...
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can all hear you, George. Can you just hold on for a second?
Hilfa, I don't think they can hear me.
I can hear you fine, George. Just speak to the
I don't think George knows how to use Twitter.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Can I please make my big announcement now? Everyone just...
Hello?
Just shut up, George.
Can somebody just mute George?
Devil, goodness gracious.
Dick, could you try not to cough on the...
Okay, so how are we going to take out Trump, you guys?
Guys from the FBI, this is not a private call. This is a public Twitter space. Everyone can listen in. Anyway, guys, we invited everyone to this Twitter space so Governor Ron DeSantis could...
Everyone just shut the hell up so I can make my announcement, okay?
You go, girl.
Wait, the devil is gay?
So what? Everyone in this call is gay. I happen to know every single one of you has a secret gay lover hidden in your closet.
Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verpflichtet sind,
Guys, can we please just calm down?
So anyway, guys, I just wanted to announce that I'm...
Okay, I can hear the governor very well.
Shut up,
Would you please shut up already? I'm running for president, okay?
Yeah, we kind of already knew about it.
know, Governor.
Congratulations, Governor.
Of course they already know. So that was just a troll on, you know, the Twitter Spaces, and we'll get into Ron DeSantis' actual announcement, because that's a big part of this as well. But I've got some more.
Our border is a disaster. Crime infests our cities. The federal government makes it harder for families to make ends meet, and the president flounders. But decline is a choice. Success is attainable, and freedom is worth fighting for.
This music is terrible.
Righting the ship requires restoring sanity to our society, normalcy to our communities, and integrity to our institutions. Truth must be our foundation, and common sense can no longer be an uncommon virtue. In Florida, we proved that it can be done. We chose facts over fear, education over indoctrination, law and order over rioting and disorder. We held the line when freedom hung in the balance. We showed that we can and must revitalize America. We need the courage to lead and the strength to win. I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback.
So there was one of his campaign videos. I've actually been getting some campaign ads from him already right here on YouTube, which is crazy. That was quick. But to say the least, his announcement didn't go quite well. As a matter of fact, Trump even trolled him a little bit. Take a look at this clip.
American. And I won't forget the men who died.
We are kind of melting the servers.
And I'm proud.
So as they were trying to launch, you know, the announcement yesterday on Twitter, it was crashing. Which was just absolutely hilarious. I mean, shout out to Elon. I like Elon. I appreciate him for buying the crime scene that Twitter was, and and exposing what was actually going on. But that flopped for sure, without a doubt. Let's dive into Ron DeSantis' actual announcement, though, and I want you guys to listen to his announcement and give me your honest thoughts and opinions on it. Let's dive into it.
Well, let's see. So, yeah, Governor, there's been a lot of speculation over the last couple of months about your plans. I understand that you may have an announcement to make. We've got, I think, a record audience assembled here. Probably the biggest room that's probably ever been assembled online. What would you like to tell them?
That was a lie. There was probably like 100 and something thousand people in there, which it's a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. That's a whole lot of people. I would love to go live and 170,000 of you tune in live. You know what I mean? But let's be real here. In the grand scheme of things, 170,000 isn't that massive. I've seen Twitch streamers pull in more numbers than that concurrently. So, yeah, I mean, it's good numbers. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like record breaking.
Well, I am running for president of the United States to lead our great American comeback. Look, we know our country's going in the wrong direction. We see it with our eyes and we feel it in our bones. Our southern borders collapse. Drugs are pouring into the country. Our cities are being hollowed out by spiking crime. The federal government's making it harder for the average family to make ends meet and to attain and maintain a middle-class lifestyle. And our president, well, he lacks vigor, flounders in the face of our nation's challenges, and he takes his cues from the woke mob. I don't think it has to be this way. American decline is not inevitable. It is a choice. And we should choose a new direction, a path that will lead to American revitalization. We must restore sanity to our nation. This means embracing fiscal and economic sanity. Stop pricing hardworking Americans out of a good standard of living through inflationary borrow, print, and spending policies. And please embrace American energy independence. This also means replacing the woke mind virus with reality, facts, and enduring principles. Merit must trump identity politics. We must return normalcy to our communities. America's a sovereign country. Our borders must be respected. We cannot have foreigners pouring into our country illegally by the millions. We cannot allow drug cartels to poison our population with fentanyl. Public deserves safe communities, and law and order must be maintained in American cities. We can't have inmates running the asylum, and we must reject attacks on the men and women of law enforcement. We also must reestablish integrity in our institutions. This includes the military. I'm proud to be a Navy veteran, an Iraq veteran, and I revere our services. But when revered institutions like those in our military are more concerned with matters not central to the mission, whether it's global warming or gender ideology and pronouns, morale declines and recruiting suffers. And you need to eliminate these distractions, and we need to get focused on the core mission. We also cannot have true constitutional government if the most significant issues are decided by the whims of unelected bureaucrats rather than the people's elected representatives. Reestablishing integrity in our institutions means we must reinvigorate our constitutional system by returning the government to its rightful owners, we the people. No social or economic transformation without representation. Truth needs to be our foundation. Common sense can no longer be an uncommon virtue. And in Florida, we proved it could be done. We chose facts over fear, education over indoctrination, law and order over rioting and disorder. We held the line when freedom hung in the balance. And we're thriving as a result. Florida is the nation's fastest growing state. We're number one in net in-migration, number one in new business formations, recently ranked number one in education. We have a 50-year low crime rate and one of the lowest tax and debt per capita in America. But we also understand governing is not entertainment. It's not about building a brand or virtue signaling. It is about delivering results. And our
Was that a shot at Trump? Let me know how y'all feel about it.
Results in Florida have been second to none. We can and we must deliver big results for America. I pledge to be an energetic executive that will take on the important issues. Biden's pursued inflationary policies that are hurting working people. We will reverse those policies and we'll build an economy where working Americans can achieve a good standard of living. Biden's opened the southern border and allowed massive amounts of drugs to pour into the country. We'll shut down the border, construct a border wall, and hold the drug cartels accountable. Biden's embraced medical authoritarianism, such as unconstitutional COVID vax mandates. We will ensure that those violations of liberty can never happen again. Biden's allowed woke ideology to drive his agenda. We will never surrender to the woke mob, and we will leave woke ideology in the dustbin of history. Biden's also politicized the military and caused recruiting to plummet. We will eliminate ideological agendas from our military. Focus.
Okay. You guys get the message. All right. I don't need to play that any longer. Listen. You can go check out the full video, but let me tell y'all something. That was the most boring presidential campaign announcement. I mean, my goodness. There was literally no inflection in his voice. I mean, it was monotone the entire way through. Now, I agreed with a lot of the things that he was saying. I agreed. He was saying the right stuff, for sure. But there was no emotion, zero. AI could have generated a better, could have generated better emotion than that. AI could have done better. I mean, my goodness. That was just absolutely insane. That was absolutely terrible, if you ask me. And it seemed rehearsed. It seemed, disingenuous. It seemed I've been coached to say these things. I've got the script, okay? These are the things that I need to say in order to pull or draw the MAGA side of the Republican Party in, so to speak, or the majority of Republicans, I should say. I should joke right now. I should be a little more serious. But it seemed like, hey, these are the things that I need to say in order to draw in more Republicans. There was literally no emotion. That sounded like you're just reading off of a piece of paper right there. I don't know. I mean, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. I like new things. I love what Elon is trying to do. I won't even criticize that so much. Him trying to launch this on Twitter. I like Twitter. I like Elon Musk. I love what he was trying to do I love what he's trying to do with Twitter. Kind of turn it into a bigger platform than just tweets, right? I love it. I really do. So I won't even criticize Ron about that, but dropping the campaign video a day before and, this whole speech, come on now. Not waiting until 2028. Almost everybody I've seen, like I said, there's like a 90 to 10% split. 90% of people say, no, we want Uncle Trump right now. 10% say, no, we want DeSantis. And you launch a campaign against the guy who helped you? So you launched it against the guy who helped you, which I guess kind of makes you a traitor. But then also didn't he promise Florida that he was going to be there for Florida? I could be wrong. But I thought I remember him saying that. I could be wrong though. Y'all let me know in the comment section. But I thought he had said that before. Now, if that is true, if he can't keep his promise to Florida, and do you guys know who backs him? Establishment, Bushes. I'm just saying. I'm not supporting this guy. Not at all. Sorry. Can't do it. I would have loved to support him in 2028. But this for me put the nail in the coffin. It's done. It's cooked. over. Bye-bye, DeSantis. You possibly could have ended your political career right here, right now. Well, not right here, but when he made that announcement, effectively could have ended his political career. There's a possibility he could bounce back and become, be somewhere in politics, right? But if I had to guess, I think it's over. Because Trump isn't going to hold back. He's going to run circles around Ron DeSantis. Circles. And this is Ron DeSantis' last run at governor. So, yeah, I think he just did it. Now, I get, there's a possibility he can't be as hot in 28, whatever. But being the person that you are, I doubt that would have happened. All he had to do was wait his turn. And he couldn't do it because, in my humble opinion, this is my humble opinion, the establishment said, go for it. We want you over Trump. And that's another thing. All of the news, the establishment media, I feel like they're all pushing us towards Ron DeSantis. And I feel it, in my humble opinion. I got to say that. And it just doesn't sit right with me. Why are you guys pushing us, or attempting to, in my opinion, towards this guy when we've already said, no, we want the other guy. We want the guy we already had. Why do you keep pushing us towards this other person? And even some of the comments that I've read from folks who say that they support DeSantis, some of them have seemed bot-like, dare I say. But that's just my humble opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about all of this in the comment section below. Like, share, comment. Hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.